Now, the Lakers were blown out by 30 points by the Suns in Game 5. LeBron James could be eliminated in the first round for the first time in his career tonight. LA is in a must-win situation, but the King needs some help. AD is in a game-time decision and says he needs to be cleared medically in order to play. We joined now by NBA analyst Ric Bucher. Basel, what's your confidence level in LeBron rescuing the Lakers tonight?
Zero. Absolutely zero. My confidence, not saying it can't happen, but my confidence walking into this game, absolutely zero. But after hearing AD, it's a negative. Listen to AD, boy. I love playing pro sports because I could decode all these dudes when they talk, that podium talk. I need to be cleared by the medical staff. You know what that means? That means you ain't ready to go. Because now they're going to take the hit for you. They're going to take the bullet for you. Because you could have went on record and said, I'm ready to go. I'm going to be playing in this Game 6. But he didn't say that. And I've been in that position before where I'm like, damn, no fighter ever wants to tap out, sit in the corner, sit there on the stool and say, throw in the towel. But your medical staff will throw in the towel for you. So, AD, I caught that one right there. It doesn't sound like you're ready to play. And I'm not mad at you. You got a growing strain, which to us in football world means about 2 weeks. So in basketball world, maybe even a little longer. Let's talk about LeBron James and that 35-footer he hit in the play-in championship to get them to this position in the first place on the brink of elimination where now they're going to lose tonight and it's over for the Lakers. It's going to take more than that, LeBron. It's going to take more than just production. And the production has been lacking in this series. LeBron's averaging 22 points a game this series, third lowest points per game in a series in his playoff career. Think that's bad? How about the fact that the Lakers are 0-3 when LeBron leads this team in scoring? Think that's bad? How about the fact that LeBron James is not even going out there and going downhill like normal? No free throw attempts. First time that happened in the game in 8 years we saw last time we saw the Lakers play. Acho. All those little things, the attention to details. I'm paying attention to the details as I analyze this Lakers bunch. So my confidence level is zero. Prove me wrong, I'll bring a big bowl of crow. But walking into this game, I'm feeling like the Lakers. Without AD, they are lost.
So my confidence level is extremely high. Why? Because if the King is unbothered, what I'm going to be bothered for? You didn't watch him sell in the post-game presser, obviously. After that Game 5 loss, they lose by 30 points. If I would have lost by 30 points knowing I'm going into an elimination game, I would have been nervous. I would have been sick. I would have been sweating. But look at LeBron James, shall we, after the loss?
Obviously, a lot to learn from in this game, a lot to cover. See, you know, what we got to do better going into Game 6. But, I mean, they pretty much just kicked our ass. I mean, there's nothing else really to say.
Yo, my dog is scratching the do-rag. He messing with the little crusties in his eye post-shower. He about to take his bag, a little satchel off his neck. So if he was worried, he would have shown it. LeBron is just like, yeah, they handle business. Let me adjust my shirt. Let me fix my tie. I'm chilling. Like, it's not a big deal. What I'm going to be shook for if he ain't shook? If the King ain't shook, I'm not going to be shook because he's ready to go to battle. So remember, he's been blown out in the first round before. He lost to the Pacers 2018, first round, Game 6 by 34 points. Came out Game 7, he dropped 45. They won by 4 on to the next one. He got blown out going back to 2008 by 30 points in the first round. He comes out, he drops 31 points. They win on to the next one. LeBron James has been in this situation before. He told us in the presser, lose by 1, lose by 30, it's all a loss. Suns handle business. Good for them. We gonna go home, we gonna handle our business. I'm extremely confident in LeBron James because the man has been here before. The man has executed before. I've learned 2 things about sports. Do not compare any other athlete to Tom Brady or LeBron James because they are outliers. And the thing about an outlier is it deviates from the norm of statistics. LeBron James deviates from the norm of statistics. So we can read statistics about teams down 3-2. We can read statistics about teams who lose by 30. We can read all types of statistics, but just know this, don't ever compare yourself or anybody else to an outlier, and that's what LeBron is. That's why I'm confident in him, Game 6.
All right, this is not where I was going to go first, but Acho, you have led me there because we're now going to body language you, and you may not know it, but I am an emeritus when it comes to BLU.
Yes.
There is a difference between being nervous or anxious, and then there's resignation. There's understanding. There's nothing to get nervous about because there's nothing that I can do about this situation. I seem to recall, Marcellus, I seem to recall Acho singing this same song going into Game 5, if I'm not mistaken. How could we ever dare question the king going into a meaningful game? And then what did we see in Game 5? Can I have the full screen, please? Because I'd like to show you what we saw in Game 5. And it's not as if LeBron James didn't give it an attempt. Look at the usage rate in the first quarter. He was involved in practically everything. Just for reference, Luka Doncic led the regular season in usage rate, averaging 36%. So this is above and beyond that, and it's well beyond what LeBron James did in the regular season, which was 31%. It's the percentage of plays that a guy is involved in. So LeBron James is involved in practically everything, and yet they were still down by 8 in the first quarter. And then we go to the second quarter, and LeBron has to dial back just a little bit because he's 36 years old. And what happens? There's a 22-point differential in the second, or 20-point differential in the second quarter. Acho, you're simply asking him to do too much. If we're saying no AD, no Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who did play 15 minutes but clearly is not right, he can't fix the offense well enough to compensate for what you are missing defensively. And he finished the game with 24.7 assists, but the worst plus-minus on the team with a minus 24, largely because LeBron James was giving you nothing at the defensive end. To think that he's going to give you more than he gave you in Game 5 at both ends of the floor, if AD and KCP are not there, is simply too much to ask. No matter what LeBron James has done in the past, no matter what kind of outlier he is, it's not an equation that works.
Slick, here's the equation that you have to understand. This is it, big dog. So LeBron, like Chris Bosh said yesterday on our show, he gonna empty the chamber. LeBron knew if you lose Game 5, there's still a Game 6. But LeBron knows if you lose Game 6, there is no Game 7. LeBron only gave you 32 minutes. He gonna give you every minute that's necessary tonight. LeBron James, he only shot the ball 19 times. Don't expect him to shoot anything less than 25 if necessary. So, Slick, the difference in now and then is there is nothing left. There is no tomorrow, Slick, if the Lakers lose today. And LeBron is going to treat it accordingly. So the biggest thing, though, is you saw him, Slick. It wasn't resignation. It was just like, y'all, it's one game. I've been here before. I've been down 3-2. When I'm down 3-2, I win 44% of those series. That's a relative coin flip. So what am I worried about? Yeah, they won at home. They're supposed to win Game 5. That's why Game 5 goes back to Phoenix, back to their home court as the 2 seed. They did what they were supposed to do. Why y'all surprised?
Here's the distinction, though. We're talking all offensive numbers. We're talking about LeBron James having a bigger impact offensively. What have the Lakers hung their hat on all year long? It's being the #1 defense. Even with LeBron doing what he's done, even with AD, even with KCP, they were still only the 24th ranked offense in the league, but they were #1 defensively. Last I checked, they were 12th or 13th among playoff teams defensively, and that was with AD. That was with KCP. So LeBron expanding his footprint on the offensive end, yeah, I could fully expect to see him do that in Game 6. But he can't compensate for the absence of LeBron James. He can't, of Anthony Davis and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He can't make up defensively for what they're missing, and that is what made them a potential defending champion this year.
Exactly. The team has lost its way. It's just that simple. You look at my Clippers, they're taking a long way home. You look at the Lakers, they just lost. Without AD, they don't know how to get back. They don't know how to get this team back on track. We saw Phoenix go out there, only have 4 turnovers against a team that's supposed to be #1 defensively. Not going to add up. The previous low was 10. And then no AD, All of a sudden, this team is out there feeling really efficient. Suns won by 30 points and only got 8 points from Eaton, and 9 points from CP3. Boy, stop. Acho, I need to see your face.
What, Marcellus? What?
Got me choked up here. LeBron ain't over there acting like, oh, you know what? I ain't bothered. You know what he is? He's showing apathy. That means, look, he doesn't love where he is, and he really doesn't hate where he is because I think in his...
He's chilling.
Look at all these nervous reactions. Stay still. You know why he can't stay still? Because he know he about to move to Cancun on 3. He about to take it off. Look, I'm being real about this situation right here. If you look at a team that only gets 8 points from DeAndre Eaton and 9 from CP3, and they run you off the floor by 30,